Welcome to Sculpture Studios. A little bit of theming going on in this video for a rebranding of a nightclub. Steinbeck Shaws in Canterbury was due for a renovation, and their Tokyo Tea Rooms theme called for a cherry blossom tree, and that's where we come in. Having already created a tree for Club Chemistry in the past, just up the road from Steinbeck Shaws, we were put in touch with the team involved in this new installation. We're going to be making essentially a canopy of blossom tree for a snug little section of the club to create a cosy atmosphere around a couple of tables. We're also going to be creating a branch section that's going to be suspended over one portion of the cocktail bar.
Really branching out here.
I knew you'd say something like that. I was thinking about that already.
For inside installations of an undetermined amount of time, this not only needs to be durable enough for wandering hands, and so requires more than just polystyrene, but it also needs to be fire rated as well. We've got in touch with the foliage company that we've bought oak leaves from in the past on a school installation, and we have boxes of fire rated cherry blossoms already en route. The snug tree is being made around 3 meters at its widest point, and this is going to have a trunk installed against the wall. Everything's being made from polystyrene, adhered together using a polyurethane expanding foam, and hand carved using wire brushes. Once we're happy with the shape, and we've confirmed this with the client, we sand it back to lose that polystyrene bead texture. It's then time to go over with our usual sticky back tinfoil, secretly sourced of course, and this provides a protective barrier between the foam and the resin that's going on top, so we need to make sure that every inch is covered. The resin we're using for this project is Class O rated, and this is where the fire safety comes in. This is more expensive than general purpose resin, which we would use for regular moulds or installations that are going to be outside, but Class O resin is needed for interior decorations, props and theming, particularly with a captive audience. When putting this tree together initially, it's important to remember that this needs to be as flat to the ceiling as possible. So for this job, it's useful to work on the tree upside down in complete reverse, flat on the floor. To lose that woven fiberglass matte texture and give this a more natural bark feel, we're going over with a flexible concrete layer. This is water based so it air dries and is just applied on thin with a brush to keep the overall weight down. Metal brackets are being created so the branch above the cocktail bar can be installed directly from the ceiling. These are going to have to be installed by us when they get to site, as we know the nature of the materials, and let's face it, nobody else is going to want to install them. It's also going to come as no surprise that amendments might need to be made when they get there. Doorways, low ceilings, furniture already installed that might be in the way, and general miscommunication of measurements are always common themes with site work. So we'll bring a toolbox of various materials and equipment to deal with that side of the work on the day. Starting on the pretty stuff now, we're going over with layers of paint for the bark artwork, and we've had the fire rated foliage delivered. We've got white and pink cherry blossoms for the snug tree canopy, and more rosy red blossoms for over the bar. Holes are cut through the fiberglass so the branches can be installed, and we're sharpening the end of each stick so these can poke through the polystyrene on the inside. Believe it or not, we're using up to 200 odd sprigs of blossom combined between the two trees. So now it's off to site to have these trees delivered and fitted up. As anticipated, all is not so well and smooth sailing by the time we get it there. Even getting this through the doors in one piece required some acrobatics. It was either losing a branch or Kieran losing an arm to get this through, and in the end we got the tree through in one piece. But even then, the measurements we were given at the beginning of the project were all over the shop. The ceiling itself, for example, isn't even completely flat. There's a lip at the front about the halfway mark, and then effectively a 4-inch step up in total ceiling height. The back of the tree is going against a mirror, which we didn't know about, which makes fixing the tree to the back wall very difficult so as not to ruin the mirror backing. And the bottom of the tree trunk needs to be cut down by about 6 inches, as the measurement between the seat and the ceiling was off by that much. So, as you can see, amendments always needed on site, and it's a bit of a ball ache sometimes, but that's why we accommodate for this and make sure we bring the tools necessary to get the work done. Everything looks all lovely and peaceful at the moment, with the warm lighting and the soft music. But as soon as the bar opens its doors for the first time, and the alcohol-fueled crowd bursts through, along with the various performers and entertainment that the venue has lined up, this will soon be a bustle of excitement. Steinbeck Shaws, now opening as the Tokyo Tea Rooms, will surely bring a new culture to an already well-established venue. Regardless, we hope our theming is enjoyed as it plays its part to the look of the new branding. We'd like to thank Louise and Giles for coming to us with the work and being a big help with the installation procedure, and we look forward to any future projects in the pipeline. Please feel free to leave any comments below, as they're always appreciated, and hit the subscribe button for our latest videos. You can like Sculpture Studios on Facebook and follow @Aden on Twitter, and for more of our work, visit sculpturestudios.co.uk. Thank you very much for watching.